a pleasant ride in. No major issues at all. In fact, lots of cooperative drivers really helping, and that made me have a lot of progress, especially on this part here.
Nice one, thank you. Running. Thank you. Top man. Top man, thank you. Cheers.
A lot of people don't realise, but there's so much progress a bike can make with just a little bit of filter space, and it's so nice to see people cooperating and helping. I really get to make some good progress here, which is otherwise a gridlocked area. And then, as I've mentioned in other videos, this bike is just supreme at filtering, and it does a good job here too. It's nice to see this old German. It's a 1977 bike, and I'm unsure whether it's the R60 or the R100/7 boxer engine. It looks amazing though for its age. I catch up with the owner and we have a little banter about it.
It's amazing. Hey there! Yeah.
And here we go, off for another hard day's work.
Heading back home, let's see how it goes. Hopefully there won't be any issues.
I wasn't quite sure if this G-Wagon was actually going to come into my lane or not, so I just held back, had my restraint plan, got ready for some braking. By the time I headed out, the weather was better, the skies went very nice, lots of sun. It's just lovely riding back.
How's it going? How are you? Is that electric?
Yeah.
Oh my god! This is 650. 650, yeah. Come on, enjoy.
I was sorry to see the driver on the opposite side get busted by that speed camera. It just takes one moment's lack of concentration and that's it. You're done for, and especially in a very tightly controlled 20-mile-per-hour zone. The Met Police dropped the speed down to 23 miles per hour for a trigger, so obviously the driver was slightly above that or on that speed. But yes, it's such a shame that these things happen, especially as you usually get some indication of the camera from Waze or some other type of app. Then we had this sporty driver in this hot hatch who was actually a really good sport and was really enjoying keeping up the pace with me. And then I sort of waved her through to let her go first, and she showed me what she can do on that, and it was really nice to hear the exhaust notes from that car there. It was lovely, so much so that I just had to say how enjoyable that was when we pulled over next to each other. It's little things like this that add a little bit of fun to the commute, going back home and break things up and make things different in your day.
I wanted to hear your exhaust. It's amazing. That big nose. It's live. Enjoy.
And then just heading through scenic touristic London on the way back home, and the rest is as usual. I had this lost taxi driver at the Duke of Wellington roundabout. I wasn't sure whether he was just turning left, but he actually wanted to go left all the way in front of my path. So I just held back. Restraint plan, wasn't sure, didn't want to come inside of him or be next to him at that point. I made the right choice. It's paid off. And then this cyclist really threw me, because the cyclist merged to the right really early, and I wasn't sure whether, you know, they were going to mount the pavement on the right or something, but you know, something just didn't add up, because that right turn is much further ahead. You've got bags of time even as a cyclist. Look, I've been cycling before for 14 miles a day, you know, for a very long time as a pedal cyclist commuter for many years. And I was even a little bit surprised by that maneuver that was really early, where I would have waited a little bit later and then cut across, because it's sort of like it holds all the traffic back behind you. You know, I get that the person wanted to move perhaps to a position of safety, but without an indication there, no arm signal, nothing. You know, it's a bit hard to gauge what's going on and what they're doing, what their plan is. So I'm not sure who horned who with this black BMW here, but he's planning to move out and then look, and I'm like almost at the side of him by then. I look at him as I go past, and I'm like thinking, dude, man, use your mirrors. You know, you can hear a motorbike, you can obviously hear the sound of my engine. You know, look in your mirrors, use your observations, mirror, signal, maneuver, not don't look and go. And that wraps it up nicely. Lovely views at Chiswick Bridge. Lovely views going down Richmond Hill. And across Ham Common, and then on the way home. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed it. Hope there were a few takeaways in this video. Thank you so much, goodbye.